Howdy everybody, welcome, come on in. I'm going to give Tracy a second to be able to share me in the group. Hi, how's it going? You are watching Jane Nicole Designs. My name is Eileen. First of all, let me know what your weather is. I have, looking outside my window here, I have snow today. Oh, so I'm supposed to go out this afternoon and have a little tea party with a girlfriend, and I don't know, I might cancel because I don't drive in the snow very well, so you let me know. Today we are going to be on the road to Easter. Look at all the fun stuff behind me. Yesterday, Valentine's Day, that's great. We did a little bit of celebrating. My husband was actually on his way home from a business trip, so we just did a little dinner at home with our girls, and I had a friend come over. It was so awesome. She came to the door and just wanted to bless me with some little slippers and fingernail polish, and I was like, sister, you need to come in and have dinner. So I actually got to have a dinner with my daughter and her husband and a really good friend. So let me know what you guys did for Valentine's Day. So because of that, I have been so excited to get ready for Easter. I don't know about you guys. It is one of my favorite holidays, and I love to go all out for Easter. I'm not huge on Valentine's decor, so I did have a few things up, but this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm doing some gnomes and some flowers and things like that. So today we are going to be adding to the Easter decor. So today I have just an egg. I got this at the dollar store. Hi everybody, come on in and say hello. And I got this last year, so if you see it, it's just got a little bit of a wood kind of finish on it, so I don't need to do any type of, painting and things like that. But I'm sure that the dollar store has more of these. You can find it at Michael's. There's a lot of places where you can get these eggs and stuff like that. So this is going to be my base for today. And we're going to move a little bit quickly, but please, hi Amy. Oh, first time viewer, thank you so much. Come on in and say hello. We're going to move through a little bit. I want this project to be done. I want you to be able to see what's going on for today, but please do ask questions. And if you all are so inclined, I love it when people, if someone asks a question, that you guys help me out and answer some of the questions, because sometimes I just get to crafting and then I'm like, oops, I forgot to answer stuff. So I'm just going to use a napkin here. I put a little bit of Mod Podge on my thumb, and that just helps me open these up. I believe this may be a 3-ply, so let me see. You know what, this napkin I did get thrifting, so if any of you all know what or where this came from, sometimes it's usually like Tuesday morning, things like that. So come on in and say hello. And I do have a question for the day. I'll get it in just a moment. Let me get this apart. Yeah, it is. It is a 3-ply. So I just want to use just one today. All right, so the question of the day. I have a little book. Oh, you guys, I have groups over and things like that, and I love to do questions. So here's my question of the day, and go ahead and put it in the comments. It says, if you could inherit a vacation home anywhere in the world, which one would you spend 1 month a year, but you could never sell it? Where would it be? Okay? So if you could have a vacation home anywhere in the world, you never could sell it, where would you spend 1 month? That's kind of a cool question. So I'm just going to take this apart. I want to really be able to see through this. There is a little tear in this one, but I'm going to move that over to the side. But this is what we're going to be working with. We're going to do some spring bunny. I have faux fur that we're going to be using. So this is one of those projects you don't want to miss. I love, and I'm kind of in the kick. I know I probably have missed the bus because I was looking on YouTube about some, flax or faux fur kind of projects, And they were a couple years ago. So I truly believe things come back around. I don't know. Ooh, private island. Oh, that would be awesome. Where would your private island be, Ginger? Would it be like West Coast, a little bit cool, or tropical, warm? Let me know. Where would you have a house for 1 month of the year that you would live, and you could never sell it? Okay, I'm just making this straight, and I use one of these. These are just a little scraper here, and I'm okay if there's wrinkles. I kind of want that. I want a little bit of texture. There we go. So we're just putting our, wherever you want it, just go ahead and put it right there. I use, this is a fingernail little block, little file. Oh, let's make sure I have a little spot here that doesn't have enough Mod Podge on it. There we go. You could iron this, you could blow dry and make sure that it is completely dry and then iron it. But this is mine. I'm just gonna do I just call it the wet method, but then we're just gonna go around the corner at a 45-degree angle. And I like this because it's just easier for me to hold on. And I do have stickers on my fingernails, so I hold it so that I don't shave off some of the stickers. So I don't know about you guys, let me know. Hey Nancy, good to see you guys are watching. Come in and say hello. I love hanging out with you all. If you are not a member of Craft Around the Clock and you stumble on this page, please join the group. It is a glorious, fun group. We have such great support with all the creators and friends that come on. I absolutely have enjoyed myself. So if you are new to my page, go ahead and put #newbie. I would love to meet you and chat amongst on Messenger. So there we go. That's just a plain one napkin. I'm gonna set this off to dry because I want it to, we're gonna put another layer of a surprise on there. But I just wanted to show you, this is something that's very basic, but we're gonna spruce it up a little bit. So we'll put that off to the side. Let me, I always have baby wipes here. I don't know about you guys, how many have baby wipes? And I don't even have kids that are in that age, but I use them all the time. Okay, so we are going to take this little egg and we are gonna wrap and make a little bunny, and the bunny's gonna put their hands like kind of like this, and then their feet's gonna be on the bottom, and then there's ears gonna be sticking out on the top. And I want to show you how I do faux or flax fur. So for this, isn't this super cute? These are just little shoes. I got them thrifting. If you know, hey Joy, if you have seen these in stores and whatnot, please in the comments, where did you find them? I know a lot of my items I have are from a thrift store, so I'm half hour away from a Hobby Lobby, so you know it's one of those where I just do what I can. So these are the cute little shoes we're going to be using, and I had a question for you guys. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put my tennis shoes just like that, so that the bunny, I'm going to pull out a little bit of the yellow. So I wanted to show you how my idea of putting this together, because I want this to kind of sit, the egg to sit on top. So let me tie these bows really quick. There we go. And there is a little bit of stuffing in there. I don't want my project to fall over, so I put a little bit of stuffing in the toes to just make it, just even it out a little bit, and so when I put all the pieces together that it doesn't fall over. Okay, so there's my shoes, and how many of you all know what these are? Well, I'm going to tell you. These are from my ribbon. So it had the little round piece on there, the ribbon went around there, and I just pulled off the sides and I'm going to use them like this. So I think, well, no, I do. I have to open them up a little bit. I'm going to put these are going to be his fluffy little legs, and I'm just going to put them in there. That's going to be kind of just my little base. I just did 2 of them. That's going to be my base for this project. So we'll open them up, put these in here, and if you wanted to, you could put little rocks in there. I've seen some people put little nuts and bolts and things like that to hold this down. So you do what you have on hand. Don't go out and buy something that, you know, just for this project. I'm going to leave it up to you what you have in your craft supply. But let's just tie these up, make them look cute. I might even put some flowers on there. I don't know, we'll see. But this is going to be our base. So I don't know about you guys, I got this little Gorilla Glue gun. How many of y'all have a little one? I have the big one, and sometimes the projects that we use with the larger ones are suffice, but today we're going to be making sure that we're going to do a little bit more detailed in our gluing. So I just wanted to make sure that I had something that was precision and something that has a smaller tip. I do have my glue gun on high because we're going to be using some wood to fabric, and I want that fabric to adhere really well. So I'm just going to take a little piece of, this is floral foam. We're going to stick that in there. And I don't know about you guys, I didn't know this, but this type of foam, this is floral foam. The ones that is really fine is when you use real flowers, and then for, I guess, you know, fake or silk flowers, you use the crunchy. And I didn't know that. So let me know if you knew that one. It's one of those. Okay, so there we go. That's how I'm going to just make sure that my shoes attach to my egg. So today I have to show you. This is what I'm working with. This is a big bag that I got at the thrift store. Hey, Yvonne. And it has all different types of fur. I got it for like $14, I think, but I get half price because I volunteer at the thrift store. But this is what the fur that we're going to be using today. It has a really nice mat. I think it's about probably 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. And I have all sorts of colors and things like that. But today we're just going to use the gray. And I did a little bit of cutting, but I wanted to give you, you know, just a little bit of kind of idea of what to use and how to use this fur. The one thing I find when I use any type of fur is that I have to have a comb. Combing out things, brushing things down off to the side is, I think, one of the key things of using any type of faux fur when you are crafting. Making sure that where you want your fur to go is how you comb it. So we're going to use it this way, where the fur is going down, and I'm just going to comb each piece. This is about a about 4.5 inch piece by 1.5. So if you want the dimensions that I used or I'm using today, I can put them in a little form for you. So if you want any of those measurements, just go ahead and put go ahead and put directions on there. Okay. So in the comments, mark directions, and then I will give you the fur, you know, what sizes I use today. And it doesn't have to be exact, but I think it's nice to be able to just get an idea of how big or small that you're using these. Okay, so there we go. I've combed it down, made sure that the foam is, or the fur is where I want it to be. And I'm going to use my little glue gun here. I want it to kind of almost stand up a little bit on the top, so I am not, I'm going to do this. I want to just, let's see, make sure you can see it, about 1/4 inch. I'm going to just roll it up. so that it actually kind of sticks up. And that hides the top layer. And because I combed that fur, it's not going to stick and get gooey underneath. So, oops, here we go. One more thing, got to get the right tool. There's a little spot right there that did not get as much glue as I want. There we go. So do you see how I did that? I just put about 1/4 of an inch and I rolled it over, because then it gets that little fluffy, it's going to stick up. If you were just to leave it, it might not look as fluffy. All right, and so I'm just going to put it right around the top here, just like that. Isn't that super cute? Okay. So when I do fur, I usually put the glue on the fur instead of on my project. It just, for me, that's my choice. And then I'm just gonna comb, make sure that my fur is all sticking up straight. And then we will just go, it's almost like a little Ugg. Isn't that cute? Just like a little boot. There we go. So there is one. And this is going to be only a front. It's not going to be a dual-sided project. It's only in the front. So I'm using just scraps that I had on hand. But if you wanted to, you could go all the way around and, you know, make it that way. But for this project, I have a buffet that I'm going to set this on, and it's just going to go right up against the wall. So, like, again, I'm just making sure that all that fur, just like that, there's a 1/4 inch so that when I see it, it just sticks up and super, super fluffy. We want our bunny to look very, very fluffy. There we go. So just like that. All right, let's put some glue on there. I'm so excited. What do you guys think? Are you guys a Easter decorator? There we go. I am. I love Easter, and each time each year that I do decorations, I pull out the ones that I'm like, okay, I've had for a couple years, and then bring some new ones in. And so I did just a little bit, if I wanted to, and we'll do that, we'll see how it goes. But when I put the egg on there, I gotta show you. It's so stinking cute. Isn't that so fun? I absolutely love it. Okay, let's put this together. Here's our boots. The next thing we're gonna do, we're still waiting to see if this is getting dry. This is ears, okay? I have 2 pieces. They are the exact same size. And I want to say this right here is about 4.5, and this is about 7. So I will give you the like I said, go ahead and put directions in the comments, and I will send you the measurements. When I cut my fur, if I went and just chopped right down the side, I would actually cut all this beautiful fraying on the side here. So there's 2 ways that you can do it. The first is you make a little snip and then you can rip it, or you can see how I only have like that much that I have my scissors open. If you go right underneath and split that fabric right there and just cut a little bit of the fabric right there, not going all the way through, that is how you get to save this beautiful little fluff stuff. So we want to make sure that I want to make sure that when I do projects that I don't cut off that beautiful long edge, unless it's absolutely, you know, I need to. So, like again, I said, we are gonna just do a little bit of combing, making sure that where the fur is going. Now this one here, I have some fur going down this way, and so when I comb this, there we go. I want to make sure that the fur goes down, straight down, just like that. And like I said, they need to be the same size. So we'll just do that. And then this is the cool part. You just kind of get all that flyaway fur out of the way. And that just helps your project. Okay, so I have it pointing down. I'm going to flip it over. And then I'm going to take each of these corners here, and I'm going to make the top part of my bunny. I want the fluffy part of the bunny ears to be, the top of them to be really fluffy. So that's why I would trim, but no, I want kind of a bunny that has a lot of fluff at the top of the ears. So I pull that in, and I'm just going to hold it there. We'll do them both at the same time, I think. So flip that over. I'm going to comb so that nothing goes in my glue. And depending on how tall you want your ears, that's up to you. Like I said, these are about 7.5 inches tall. Okay, so we're going to let that just sit for just a second and let the glue set up. Then I want to make sure that this doesn't open up or anything like that while, you know, my bunny is being displayed. So I'm going to comb it like that, and I'm going to take my little bead of glue and then just go lightly push the base of it together. So just like that, super easy. Let's make sure I get this one here. Sometimes you don't even, you know, it's the fur is so fluffy and long. Hey Susan, good to see you're watching. Sometimes you can't tell that where the seams are together, but for this project it's not as long as my usual faux fur, so I just want to make sure that when you see it, if the ears were to flop over on the side or something like that, that the edge of that fur is already just tucked in there. So look, you can't even tell where the two faux, you know, the fur meets. So that's what I want. I want to just kind of, so if I were to spread it out here, look, you can't even tell where they meet together, and that's awesome. I want that to happen. All right, so now we got the little tips of our ears, and we're gonna do the same thing, but I'm just gonna bring it up just like that and like that. And then I'm going to put a little bead right along that edge. And then we are going to put them together. It may look a little tricky, but it is not. I just pull it together tight. Give it a little pinch or two. Look at this. Isn't it so cute? Loretta, good to see you're watching. Welcome, come on in. If you have any questions, let me know. But like I said, this is just a seam along the top. And then we're gonna join these together. And like I said, you just, a little bead. And I will show you just like that. You're gonna give it a little squish, and that just covers up your seam. So now it's like you don't even have a seam on there. I love that. I was like, oh, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. And like I said, it's awesome. Good to see you watching, Pat. So there we go. There is the base of my rabbit ear, and there's the top. And you can feel the seam, but like I said, it's so nice to be able to hide that seam. Okay, let's do it on this one. We'll run a bead that goes down the side. Isn't this so easy? I was like, oh, I could do this. We'll figure it out. So just like it's about 1/4 inch, give it a little bit of a tap. And I have my glue gun on high, so just to let you guys know, I I thought about doing low, but when I do fabric and things like that, I do make sure that it goes on high. So there we go. Just pinch it right there. And then we'll run a bead right down the middle. And then, like I said, we're gonna just hide that seam. And how easy is that? So you can do this with any fur if you please, whatever's good. So now I have a little bit of weight on the top so that if I, wanted to, I can just pull that over and look at how, we'll see how it goes. I might even put some pipe cleaners in there. We'll see. Okay, so there's our bunny ears. Here's our boots. We're ready for that. Now he's gotta have some paws. So these are just scraps that I have. And I thought, you know what better way just to use some scraps. And it's already kind of in a triangle, so I think that's great. I'm just gonna put one little cut down the side here. Let me get my smaller scissors. And if you wanted to, you could just cut little tiny snips, but I am just gonna tear it. Most of this fur is really, hi Vicki, good to see you're watching. Most of this fur is very, very friendly as far as you can just tear down the sides. Okay, I don't think I want that little piece, so I think I'm just gonna trim that little spot. Let's get it, there we go. I don't think I want this long, there we go. We'll do this. I don't think I want it as long down the side here. But let me know, how many of you guys love to hang out and use the flax fur? It's kind of getting popular, and I see it coming into our thrift store. Oops, sorry. Get this. I see it coming into our thrift store quite a bit. So, but like I said, if you just cut just right along that little line, all this fluffy goodness is right there for you. Okay, so now I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Yep, I do. I don't want to make this too heavy with glue, but I want to close it up. So I'm just going to put a little bit. Let's get I'm using lots of glue today. Let me get my little glue going on here. There we go. And right now, there's a little bit that's squishing out, but let me make sure. I'm going to hide this seam just like that. So now this is the best way how to hide seams. And I'm going to leave this right now, I'm going to leave this open. Hey Deb, good to see you watching. You haven't used see, I use fur on my stockings. For Christmas, I actually am going to do a couple animals and things like that in the weeks to come. So if you want to catch me live doing that, I'm usually on Wednesdays. Today I'm on Thursday because of Valentine's Day. I had a girl event to go to, and so I missed yesterday. Okay, so just like that, we're going to leave this open. Not sure how, if I'm just going to put glue on the edges or close it up. We'll see that when we start putting things together. But isn't that easy? Just two little pieces. If you wanted to, you could take some yarn or either like embroidery. I have kind of like a heavy thread that you can do a few little loops in there and make almost like little fingers, things like that. So you're welcome to, you can take this project and just keep moving outward, right? Just adding your own touches to it. So, okay, here we go. We've got that. Now, we're gonna go back to our egg because it is nice and dry. And I usually do from the foundation up. So I get all my parts and pieces together, and then when I assemble, I start from the foundation up. So, all right, the next thing I'm gonna do, and you can kind of see it on here, I'm gonna show you, this is actually 3M vinyl, and I just put it through my Cricut, and I put Happy Easter on it. And I wanted to show you how super easy, simple it is. But if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette, this is one of those. I love it. We definitely, when I started crafting, I had one of those questions asked to me, and I will ask you. If you had one craft item that you could keep and you had to give everything else away, what would it be? Mine is my Cricut. If I had to get rid of all my crafting supplies, start over again, one thing I would keep is my Cricut. So here we go. I'm going to put it backwards so you guys can see it. This is Happy Easter. This is gold vinyl. Oh, it looks like let's say people are walking around outside because oh, let me get a bigger one, because it's snowing outside and everybody's going outside looking at the snow. So my 135-pound German Shepherd tells me when people walk by. All right, so this is just shelf liner. I like to use the shelf liner when I do vinyl, and this is just everyday vinyl. It's what I like about it. It moves around, and if I need to do any type of repositioning and things like that, I like the shelf liner. Okay, I just got my little scraper. We're going to make sure that this stays on. And I kind of want it to go, I want to make sure, because I'm going to put my feet here. I want one paw here and maybe one up here. So I want to position this first before I put the paws on so that it will stay. Oh, hold on. Did I do it the wrong way? Oh, nope, I didn't. I just have to take this off. There we go. I'm getting so excited I forgot to take the backing off. There we go. And this is outdoor vinyl. I love it. It actually, I put it on our boat when we put the name on our boat, and so it is okay if this goes outside if we wanted it to. So I'm gonna do it at a diagonal here. Sorry about that. He's really excited about whoever's outside. Okay, so Happy Easter. Oh, let me get that back on there. If I wanted to, you can recoat this with another layer of Mod Podge, but because this is going to be inside, I'm just going to keep it just like that. So if you so want to, go ahead. You're welcome to do that, to put a coat of Mod Podge on it. So now I have some luster that I want to put on here. I'm getting my little, there we go. Today I'm going to use gold. If you guys have not tried this, I get it at Hobby Lobby. It's called Metallic Luster by Decoupage. No, sorry, my camera's backwards. Go ahead and take a screenshot. Oh, my husband's home, that's why. All right, so this is what it is. It's like a paste. If you put water on it, it will go almost like a paint. You can refresh it if it dries out. One thing I love about this luster. And so it just brings a little bit of sparkle. I also have Rub and Buff, but Rub and Buff, to me, it stinks. I don't use it very often. If I do, or if I want more of an antique look, I can do that. But just go ahead, put this around the edge, and it just gives it another layer of crafty goodness. Hey, Valerie, good to see you're watching. So here was my question for the day. If you could have a house 1 month and live in it 1 month a year, where would it be? And you could not sell it. You would have to keep it forever. There we go. See that? It just gives a little bit of a sprinkly, sparkly. I love it. Okay. So Are you ready to assemble? We have a few minutes. Thanks for sprinkling, you guys. Oh, so if you're gonna sprinkle, I will go back in the comments, and I have this cute little gnome basket. If you sprinkle, I will put your name in this, and Easter I will draw for some happy mail. So go ahead if you want to sprinkle out the video. I will put your name in the little basket, and we will draw at Easter for some happy mail. Okay, so here we go. We're ready to start doing some assembly. So I'm going to put on first, I'm going to put the bunny ears on first, because I want to, that's the most important for me. So this is how I'm going to do it. I just am going to take a popsicle stick, and this is the front of my bunny ears. So I want to make sure that it goes down so that the bunny ears are, the seam is in the back. So I'm going to take a popsicle stick here. We'll put some glue on it because I need it to have, you know, some stay. I'll put my finger where it is, and I put it on the front of my ear, just like that. All right, and then let's do it for the next one. This is the seam in the back. We'll do this. You could do craft sticks, popsicle. I've also seen using pipe cleaners. If you have pipe cleaners, you could, hey, Rekindle Blessings, how are you? You can use whatever. Like, if you wanted to, I could later on, my pipe cleaners are away, so I'm going to use this today. But you could put pipe cleaners in here, and then you can move it around and things like that. So let's flip it over first. I want to make sure where the front is. Sorry, I'm going to have to do this kind of backwards. But I want to be able, oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, I want to be able to kind of make it look, you know, it needs to look real, right? I don't want it to do two, but look at that. I love it. Okay. Let's put that on there. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. Just make sure that you don't burn yourself. If you have this fingertip protectors, I want to comb this so that my fur does not get stuck in the glue. There we go. And just like that, I just want to put one of those little popsicle sticks. And then we want to make sure that you don't see this edge here that's raw. Go ahead and just take a little bit of glue, put it down there, and then I want to put a little bit of that fur, I want to glue that down to the egg. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Here's the back side. I'm going to put that down. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this. I grew up on a farm and we had bunnies, and so I was like, oh, this is bringing me back to home. There we go. Just make sure your fur is in the right spot. We're going to kind of tilt them a little bit, I think. Just like that. If you need to, you can put some more glue underneath. We'll do that. For more reinforcement, if you wanted to, you could put a little strip of ribbon if you wanted to. That can also reinforce. I don't know about you guys, I always have just a little container of just leftovers of fabric or ribbon. So I think I'm going to do that. I want to reinforce it. Let's put the glue on the ribbon so that it stays. Comb up our fur so we don't have fur sticking, but that's just a good way to reinforce because it is going to be sitting up. Oh my, this is so stinking cute. I don't know about you guys, I love it. So he's going to be like just a little bit off to the side. We'll let that sit for just a second, and then I want to glue the top part of my ear down to the stick, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys understand that, but I only glued it to one side, right? So I want to make sure, there we go. that I just push that down so it stays. Oh, I know, I love it. Thank you, Nancy. Isn't he cute? So if you wanted to, you could take some pipe cleaners and you could put it in there. But I want mine sticking. I want mine crazy sticking straight up. Okay. All right. So I have 5 minutes left. Let's put the feet on. Let's make sure that we get that, and then we'll put the little paws on there. So like I said, we just put a little bit of fun floral foam in there. Let me put a little bit of glue because we want to make sure this stays. I'm not going to give this away, but make sure that when you are making your projects and whatnot, make sure that they don't fall apart. That is my one thing. I just make sure that it is glued and double glued. I don't know about you guys. Hey, Rebecca, thank you so much for watching. There we go. Put a little glue so it stays, and I have about 1/4 of an inch between, I'll show you, the rim here and my popsicle stick. Because I want the egg to be sitting in there. Isn't that super cute? Hey, Shauna. Okay, now I need to make sure that when I glue these on here, that they're not like, you know, moving up to the side or whatever. So when you do this, do make sure that your popsicle sticks, your shoes are flat on the surface, just like that. All right, I'm sorry you can't see this, but I will turn it around. But I'm just putting some glue on that popsicle stick, right exactly where I want that shoe to be. Just like that. Like I said, I will show you when I'm done here. Like I said, we do not want this to be not straight. There we go. And if you wanted to, after this is done, you can fill these up. There we go, just like that. You can fill them up with either pebbles or, you know, some of the decorative rocks and things like that. I may do that just to make sure that he stands, you know, exactly where I want him to be. But isn't that super cute? I love it. Okay, so we have 4 minutes. Yoo-hoo! Okay, let's make sure we got to put the paws on. There we go. They're always under something. So all this is just, I pinched the top of it, and we are going to put, just see how it's a little bit 3D. So what do you guys think? Should I put them up at the top? Or I was thinking I might do this and put one down at the bottom so it looks like the hands are what do you think? Hey, Kathy, what do you think? Should I put both of them up at the top and say, okay, yeah, he's holding it up on top? Or should I put one down at the bottom there? I know, I'm like, okay, top or one top and one bottom. It could, I mean, I don't know, it might be looking a little bit too much fur up on top. So maybe I'll just do right here. That's it. I know sometimes my comments come like way after the fact, and I love to be able to include everyone, but sometimes my comments is like top and bottom. Okay, there we go, bottom. Oh, both of them at the bottom. Okay, let me try that. What do you guys think if we went down like this? Both at the bottom? Top and bottom, top and bottom. I think so too, you guys. I think you're on the right. One below. Yep. Okay. All right. See, you guys are all great crafters. I wish you could hang out with me in my craft room and craft with me all day long. There we go. So I just put it on there, and I'm gonna just fling, you know, comb. Well, where's my comb? Put that just like that. I want the fur to go right over the edge of my my egg. So do make sure you comb the fur where you want it to be before you glue. All right, let's make sure I get in the right spot. How about right here? Yeah, right about there. Oh, that is so stinking cute. Okay, So I did do a little bit over the side, and I will just take some glue, just like that, because I don't want to, like I said, I try and cover up all of the raw edges when I use the fur so that you don't see the fabric underneath it. So just like that. Oh, isn't he so cute? Okay, so now, oh, one more minute. Okay, I just took some of these. These are just little flowers. I'm just gonna pop the pixie off the top. And we are going to just, ooh, I think I want it all pink. I think we're gonna do all pink. We're gonna put these on. Let's do 2. And then 1 down here. I always go in lots of 3 when I do any type of flower or embellishment like that. So let's push that back. There's 1. There's 2. And then we're just gonna put this cute little bud. I know, how fun, y'all. I want you to see if you can find the supplies and see what you have in your craft stash. And I would love to see your rendition of that. Okay. Now, I could, well, for time's sake, but I could put some little greenery, some little cute diamonds or sparkly on this, embellish it in a little ways. I can put down 1 ear. So you guys let me know how you would finish off this project. But I think for now, I think it's awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and refresh the page and go back into Craft Round the Clock and see the next presenter. But thank you guys so much for watching. Sprinkle this out, and I will see you again next Wednesday around 10 a.m. Take care, everybody.